Welcome to Golden Gate Gaming Podcast, number 13. This is, I can already tell, lucky number 13 is not going to hold up here. It's going to be a shit show of a week.
Damn right it is.
Oh my god. We have 5 people this week, 4 mics.
Hey yo!
It's going to be a whole thing.
I should have gotten the eye drops. Oh well. Anyways, introducing people here. Hi, I'm Patrick.
I'm Ray.
Kevin's here. Plan G.
And Black Mamba.
And your main host, Reilly. As always.
And
except
Gus.
for that 1 week.
Except for that one. We don't talk
We
about
don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
That is true. She
was there.
Yes.
People,
This is all bad.
please
I was.
never forget.
Oh my
Riley was
God.
there in spirit. Because I kept hearing you guys mention him and not seeing any of his text.
Oh my god.
He was spamming us.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's jump right into it. Riley, I hear that you have a lot of thoughts about Mass Effect.
Yes, I do, and I'll save them for the end so that...
Never mind!
Yeah, cause
Right off the bat,
Let's
right?
Trying to host the show.
Yeah, because
Podcast daddy for a reason.
he's gonna talk about it, and he's just gonna go on and on and on.
I was trying to do the whole Ellen DeGeneres thing, like, oh, hey, I'm gay, I'm quirky, I can host shows, but no, didn't
Well,
work.
it's just so that people that don't want to hear anything about it can skip it because it'll be right at the end. And
Yeah.
It'll be easy for them to skip it.
All right. So, let's just jump into the whole Outlast 2 being banned from Australia because I play Outlast and horror games.
It's not new. I mean,
It's not new. They've banned other games before.
horror games have a habit of getting banned in countries like that because they have very restrictive rules on gore, the same way that we have very restrictive rules
Yeah.
on nudity.
They
They have it
We're
reversed
so
over
repressed
there,
here.
where
God.
nudity is fine and gore is terrible.
I know. Like,
But the thing is, it's banned not only just for violence, but also sexual violence, according to this
so
headline.
essentially, is there
Sexual.
rape? Is there rape in the game or
I
something?
I mean, there is rape talk in the first one.
I think the theme is about
really
rape.
heavy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think they had to delete that. I mean, okay, it's not new with the whole like censorship
I mean, in the
for Australian games.
in the trial for Outlast 2,
Oh, wow, there's
they
actual...
fucking cut your penis off in the trial.
Yeah.
That is probably why.
So-
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
also in the
That kind of hurt. Oh,
in
geez.
the
first
They had
first
alien,
one,
or not
the
alien,
first
they got
one in the
monster
DLC.
sex.
There's like the whole crazy guy that was like, I'm gonna make you my wife, and then he's
So-
like trying to tie you up. and,
So
like,
essentially,
snip, snip.
are we talking like a Hills Have Eyes 2 moment there? Or something?
Well, we're talking rape. The
It's
wife
about
gets...
clothes.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
So there's rape. I haven't played Zemo, so.
There's also one creature has another bent over a rock thrusting as they
Okay.
implicitly, sorry.
Spoilers,
Really,
listeners.
it's.
Go on.
I'm listening.
Okay, here's the thing though. Like, freaking Silent Hill 2 had that with Pyramid Head doing that to 2 mannequin
That is
bodies.
true.
Yeah.
So that's not technically new. But no, they've done it before where like Fallout 3, morphine was originally slated to be the name for Med-X, and because Germany and Australia didn't like the name because it was too, drug whatever related, they're like, oh, let's just change it to Med-X, and and it just stuck that way. And I think for Left 4 Dead 2, if you in the American version for that game, if you kill a zombie and behead it, or if you kill a zombie, you can behead the zombies. They spew red blood. You could also change that option to green. Who cares? I mean, you can
care a
just,
lot.
they would fall and dismember. But with the Australian version, I saw you can kill them and they just kind of disappear into a cloud of
Oh.
black stuff. The cloud of black stuff was in the version of No More Heroes 2 for the Wii in Australia, where they cut the head off, but it turns into like a black smoke cloud, and the body like disintegrates.
Well, I mean, hearing what happens in this cutscene, the specific cutscene that gets it banned, it's like, I don't really know many people who want to see this, if I'm going to be quite honest. Like, why? I guess it adds to the game in terms of shock value, but I mean, I would try and rally for this and say censorship is shitty and you shouldn't block artists like this, but this is kind Kind of gross, if I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
Well,
it's
that's what Outlast is. It's gross. It's
Yeah.
gory. It's supposed to
It's
put
a
in a whole
horror
world
game.
of what
It's
fucked
supposed
up
to-
is.
Oh, but I've played horror games that don't have creatures having butt sex, Patrick. I
I don't know.
You
what kind of
haven't
game
been
You're
in-
missing out.
Yeah, you haven't been playing the Silent Hill world for God's sakes. You dive into
Missing
that realm.
out.
I mean, to be fair,
All I play.
it's like censoring the whole game doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, that's
Like
a little much.
any different game that released in Australia should be like even banned at some point. Let's say
Oh,
GTA
no,
5.
They've banned certain titles too. Like, granted, also America, we're freaking prudes like crazy. I mean, they banned what is it? DOA Beach Volleyball Extreme 3 for excessive nudity, or no, excessive implied nudity, because you can't actually get them fully nude in the game.
No.
You get them really close to it. And
That's lame.
everywhere else you can buy. Everywhere else gets the game, but not us. So I had to import my copy from Japan.
So
Just for the nudity?
No, because I wanted
for
to
the
play.
girls.
I
Are you
wanted,
sure?
for the girls.
No, it was for
it's
the
for the
tits.
girls.
For the tits.
And also,
Porn
if I
is free
wanted to get
online.
any of the DLC, I have to make a Japanese PlayStation account and to be able to buy any of the DLC content.
Basically, yeah.
Which, yeah, kind of sucks.
So
Just a lot of work.
What makes Outlast 2 so different from the other games that they were banning?
Because, well, okay, it's
Is
a
it-
prelim. It's a pre. Okay, so the way it works for Australia is they review their version of the FCC reviews the game content, sees stuff they don't like. They say, yeah, we cannot give, or it's not FCC. It's the same company that gives us the ESRB rating here. They review it. They say, we can't give this a rating because it's too explicit. There's too much violence. There's too much gore. You need to either take content out or dumb it down or reduce it to the point where it's, not as violent, gory, or whatever. And they've done that, like I said, with Fallout. They've done it with like other versions of games. Even non-horror related games, like they're just plain violent. They had to reduce it to the point where you can't show blood. You can't show excessive like bodily harm, stuff like that. And
That just
so
makes it lame.
it does.
It does really make
I
the
mean,
game lame.
freaking what's his name? The Escapist or the Zero. What is his name?
Zero punctuation.
Yeah, Zero Punctuation lives in Australia, and he talks about the fact that like he gets screwed out of so many good game content because of the fact he lives in Australia, and just says, "Yeah, we get crap. Like we literally get crap for any violent game." Because
It's also super expensive over there. Holy shit!
I haven't looked into how much it costs to get a game over
It's like
there.
$100 for a AAA game. That would be $60 here.
Good
Yeah.
lord, yeah.
Import
That's-
costs.
So just import the game if you don't
Insane,
get it.
Well, okay, both here and England have what's called a VAT tax, which is essentially import tax.
Yeah.
So, because it has to come over shipping via a boat and all that, you have to pay for the cost of, the boat, the carrier, and all that fun crap. That's why the cost of the game is like exponentially $30 more. Because they get screwed. But then again, they also get paid a lot more in Australia for the excessive cost of everything. So
It evens
does
out,
even out, yes.
But it's shocking to see the prices.
Oh, yeah, for us, yes. Because if you go over there, like, I want a video game from Australia just for the cover art, it's like, oh my god, I'm not paying $100 for a game.
I don't anymore.
Oh, no way.
It's like, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, at that point, you're just like, you can just look at the internet and be like, such pretty game art.
You just print it out with your printer and put it in there. Like, haha.
Yeah, you
3D
could
print it.
you could do. Why would you 3D print a game cover? Like the what?
Not bad.
Extra detail.
Obviously, apparently.
Texture. Scratch and sniff.
That's just a sign you have too much money.
Scratch
It's
and-
a sign you're too fucking rich.
Damn right you are.
Obviously.
We're not rich enough.
At that point, then I would just buy the game over there.
I like how you had to punch through.
Yeah.
That was
Had
great
to stand
tenacity.
first. Make sure the sound gets in there. Oh god, that's so loud.
That's why we try to avoid touching these things.
We're gonna
I know, I'm
edit that out. In post.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or not.
Daddy,
not.
please edit that out.
Let
Thank
them
you.
suffer. Yeah. So who put this Lucio thing? Because
I did not. Put
Oh, my long-winded rant on Lucio.
okay,
that.
yeah, I
there we
wanna-
go.
Lucio mains are pissed. I don't really care, and I think all these nerfs are shit.
No, I'll say it.
Go ahead.
I'll say it.
Go
I'll say
The
it.
floor is yours.
Yes.
So, Lucio lost utility, and he's also easier to fire at and hit. He was a lot harder to actually aim at and hit before, and now
that
he's
explains why I can
easier.
kill him so easily with Soldier now.
Yeah, yeah, that's why. And a lot of Lucio people are pissed, the Lucio mains, and it's just sort of like, you know, I'm getting tired of hearing about nerfs. I'm getting tired of people talking about how nerfs ruin their precious little character. It's for equaling out the playing field at the end of the day. It's for making the game easier to play for other people. Your character was overpowered. I hated trying to go against Lucio. He's a fucking... I fucking hate him. And like, just... I'm all for this nerf, and I'm sorry if there's a Lucio main out here listening to this and hating my fucking guts right now, but I think that you are just making elaborate excuses to avoid admitting that you're not good at this game. And to that, I say onto you, get good, motherfucker. Get good.
God damn, so much anger in
Get
that.
good.
I have so much anger about nerfs. Oh, Diva was nerfed. Soldier 7. Actually, I don't think he's been
Soldier-
nerfed yet.
okay,
Anna's
wait.
been nerfed.
Soldier was nerfed for a little bit, and I think is still somewhat nerfed, but he's still kind of overpowered. Anna was nerfed, but then they reversed the nerf for the biometric grenade. The only person that has not been touched, because every single character has been touched, is Reinhardt. He is the only person who has not been touched, and it's pissing me off. Give him a buff, for God's sakes.
Double his shield.
Whenever you ran it, I got hurt like instantly.
It's
Shame on you.
it's
I'm mastering Lucio because obviously 76 is like too easy, as my friends say.
oh, trust me, there is some mastery involved.
They
with
hate
76.
me playing 76 or even McCree.
I'm a 76 main. Fight me 1v1 in real life.
There is some tricks to using 76, especially when you're like in a payload moving map where you have to like scout ahead, just take some pot shots, run back to make them chase you to your main force, and then you just get behind Reinhardt's shield and literally open up fire on them. There's tricks to him, and especially with his speed ability, then you can just literally go. For me on the London map, I will literally go around enemy lines, go to behind them, and start opening up on them, and I literally can get at least 1 or 2 dead before I die. And especially if I see a Mercy, I will focus the hell out of her because she needs to die constantly. Die.
Always kill Mercy.
Yeah.
I love her, and I love porn of her, but always kill Mercy.
Why are you bringing porn over here? Like this
Because there's people who want
Why
that
are we
weird
bringing
shit.
up
and
porn?
all
I've
that.
never watched any Overwatch porn. Just to let me know, I'm still a virgin for those kind of crap.
You haven't lived. You have not lived
Confirmed,
yet.
has not lived.
I'll do it right now.
So, but yeah,
Do it
no,
right now.
like
Fucking
I
dare you do it.
actually
Do it.
did.
You won't.
What's his name? Wow, why am I not?
No, almost
guy
not.
with 2 shotguns in his hand.
Reaper?
Reaper, yes. Did he ever? I'm tired. I have to go to sleep to get to work soon.
2 Shotgun Man and Soldier Daddy.
Soldier
Did he ever get a nerf at all, or has he ever been touched?
I believe he's been touched.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He's probably been touched.
he's probably
got
been
that.
touched. Everybody's been touched, but Reinhardt. I feel Reinhardt needs to get touched in some way.
Has that motherfucking ice bitch been...
Yes, she has.
No, Rule 34.
She has been touched. She has been nerfed.
She's still hard to beat. I hate her.
She is a pain in the ass to kill. Yes,
She's the worst.
that's why
If you main May, I will come to your house and I'll
Kevin,
hunt
I
you
know what
down.
you're gonna say. Don't say it. Don't say it. I know.
Email me, Ray hates May at
Don't.
gmail.business.net. What are you giggling about, you little shit? Oh, that's an ass.
I've been exposed.
All right.
I'm bored.
Cut it.
So
Cut it.
obviously they are looking up Overwatch stuff, and it's,
Which brings
I
me
have
to our
lived.
next topic, VR sex.
I have
Cheating.
lived. Good segue there, Ray.
Thank you.
Okay.
VR porn.
Yay.
Is it
It
cheating?
is a thing.
Yes, it is.
It's real.
Fucking weird.
it is weird, yes, but oh my god, it's so the description for all of that is just so odd.
Okay, so here's my thing. When the little anime girl is jacking you, you're not actually getting jacked by
Okay,
the anime girl.
So
My favorite is actually,
You're jacking yourself.
No. Okay, nope. Let me.
They make machines to solve that problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a machine. There is a machine now that like you stick it on.
Before you do, whoever's listening, we're sorry. This is not unusual for the gaming podcast.
We're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. He's sorry. I'm not sorry.
I have.
Again, so Philip DeFranco talked about it actually also.
Good
Where-
old lady. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a device you stick on yourself, and if you're watching a cam girl or something like that, it pretty much like, and she has like that special device that she uses. It's connected through the web service, and so you can. It's weird. It's disturbing. It's wrong, and apparently easily hackable.
But I've seen the one with like the little Asian boys, and they're like doing it, and they're like,
Oh, the kind of like
Okay,
doll.
I'm sorry.
yeah, they have like
Yeah.
a doll, and
We're
they just go harder.
avoiding
And they're like,
something hackable. What do you mean hackable?
It's just going on like normal. And there's just,
Oh no!
I don't
My
know.
invisible dick hurt.
give it a good slap.
So because the site and the software device is partially open sourced,
Okay.
it's easy to get the code, it's easy to break the code, and it's easy if you can go through the website and go around its safeguards to the point where you can
have it on 24/7.
or inadvertently crush somebody's dick. But yeah,
holy shit.
Just really
Oh
hate
my
someone.
God,
That would-
who would do such a thing?
people who have no lives or anything else better to do and prove that, hey, I hacked your device. Guess what? One of your customers has a crust penis.
That's sociopath shit. That's like an actual psychopath.
It's
But
Like,
like
that's human
so
torture.
the funnier thing is though we're getting to the point with like the 360 cameras and stuff where you can go into a cam room and all that and have a 360 view of the room. Granted, you don't really care about what's in their
Yeah.
closet.
Oh, that's all I
But
care about.
like there was this one girl that I was listening to. She was talking about the service, and there's some people honestly that feel more connected that way to the person they're talking to. Because there are people that will talk to cam girls because they sometimes feel lonely and they sometimes want to have someone to be able to vent to when.
Stop reading my diary, Patrick.
But yeah, that's how it works, and I see there is potential, and I see there's also a lot of scrutiny behind it. I mean, freaking, there was an SNL skit or something that did kind of a funny version of VR porn. Red Dwarf had a bit where like you're strapped into a full VR simulator with a groinal attachment thing. If you ever watch Red Dwarf, it's a really old dated reference, but it's still hilarious. And I mean, they predicted, VR. Sadly, VR porn actually almost 30 plus years ago, and now it's starting to become a reality. I mean, that's just the thing.
So here's my hot take on it. Get a real girlfriend, guys.
Don't be a loser. There's plenty of girls. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
There's so many
Tinder for
girls.
days.
I mean,
Fuck
you're
Tinder.
saying that.
I have something on that
Or
Tinder
a
thing.
boyfriend.
Is
Get a
that your same
boyfriend.
view on just porn in general? Because VR porn is just a new version of porn.
That's my view on the dick machine.
Well, there's not as much you can do in sex toys for men, so it's usually they're like ridiculous contraptions for male sex toys.
Okay, but just a normal ass
Speaking of-
fleshlight. It costs what? $30 to get a fleshlight?
Yeah, but there's
I
the
don't know.
that's
effort.
so much work because now
There-
your arm gets tired and you're like, fuck.
There's
like,
also the
it's not
effort,
even worth
the
it.
effort of
Technology's
cleaning
not too far.
it and everything.
I clean mine.
I'm not listening to
I
any
clean
of
not my
these.
fleshlight.
Sorry.
I clean my sex toys. That's just proper care.
You know, I just throw them in the dishwasher, like whatever. My mom opens it. Oops, but they're
Men-
clean.
That's actually how you
Men-
melt them.
I'm not hearing any of these. No.
Men tend to not really
Change topic,
maintain
please.
stuff.
Something for not
Fine,
losers.
we'll change something else.
We'll change
God,
the subject.
somebody does not like hearing the random.
Speaking of cam girls, how about Twitch?
Now I'm intrigued. What are you talking about Twitch for now?
I don't know. I've loved.
Because I can go back to a cam girl who actually does stream on Twitch.
We're done with this topic, Patrick.
Get away from your mic. It's not set up for you to be close to it.
Whatever.
Stop leaning into it and yelling. It's really loud.
I
Poor
love you.
Reilly is hearing all of us.
But the thing that's been happening on Twitch that's been awesome this past 4 days, they've been streaming Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
The entirety of Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Speaking of Power Rangers, you see that guy in the old Power Rangers finally got tried for stabbing his roommate.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Did he really
red
finally?
one.
Yeah.
Wait,
the red one.
not Austin St. John.
He finally got
I
trial.
don't know their name.
not
I
trials,
believe that's his name.
sentence. He got sentenced.
No, Austin
No,
St. John
he
was
was
the
like
original
Power
Red Ranger.
Ranger.
I don't think it was him. It was a
Yeah.
ranger
The
from
second one.
It's his roommate. Not
I
his
think it was
enemy.
the second one. Yeah, hang on.
They got in a fight and they're like, "Fuck you."
Killed roommate. Wow.
I don't know. It's been really fun though. Just
Ricardo Medina.
Yeah, he was from I think the
Power Rangers Turbo.
yeah, I think.
Riley
I'm
knows his
very that
episodes.
you know that.
All I remember
Why
from
wouldn't you
those
know that?
shows is watching them and thinking those guys are fighting in a park. This is weird.
Power Rangers was my childhood, and it's been so much fun just like popping in every so often, just seeing these like episodes that I vaguely remember from my childhood and seeing them.
Oh.
The OG Power Rangers is hilarious. It got worse. It like consistently gets worse and worse as it got more serious. But the OG Power Rangers is just so, it's the perfect like 90s just
Like what we were-
stupidity, and it's amazing, and I love it.
Correction, it was Power Rangers Wild Force where they.
Oh, wild.
That was like
That was
2000s.
much later.
Yeah,
That's like-
that was
that's not
like
90s.
I remember
early
that one.
2000s, I
See?
think.
That's way after I stopped watching.
And I am
I don't care about that anymore.
Yeah,
I
I think
stopped caring about.
So you must
like,
be excited
98.
for the movie then.
I want to. Well,
I'm gonna
I mean,
watch
for,
the movie so bad. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so terrible, and it's gonna be so fantastic.
I mean, for God's
I'm
sakes, you
gonna love
have
it.
what's his name? Goldo or whatever.
Goldar?
Goldar? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You have Goldar in the freaking
Goldar?
movie. Yeah, because you see a giant monster of gold. It's like that has to be Goldar.
I just
please.
like the joke where they're getting their suits, and I think it was like some white or Asian guy is all like, "Hey, I'm the black one," and then the black guy looks at him like,
That's a callback to the old episodes where
Oh,
the Black
God.
Ranger was always the black guy.
and and the nerd was the Blue Ranger. You
Yeah.
had the rich white girl was the Pink Ranger. You had the jock was the red.
The
You had
Asian was the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
So much stereotyping in one episode.
It was the 90s. 90s stereotyped everything.
There's no such thing as stereotypes anymore.
Yes, there are.
Didn't the Pink Power Ranger have a skirt?
Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
it had a skirt.
I
Pink
mean,
Power Ranger has a skirt. The Yellow Ranger, the actual like from the Japanese footage, was a guy, so it had a big bulge. It was like this, this
see his bulge
Asian
from
chick
Splash.
like morphs into the Yellow Ranger, and then it's just a guy playing. It's got a big bulge. It's like okay.
"You gotta,
really?
you gotta
The
let
Yellow
the
Ranger
kiddies
was
know
a
he's
dude
got a
when
big
she was
dick."
in the suit?
Well, yeah, because they in the OG Rangers, all the footage of them being in suits was from a Japanese.
Oh,
show.
it was pulled from the Super Sentai series?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
I
all
didn't know
footage
that.
from that, and then they.
I didn't know they kept that in there.
Yeah, and then they
Oh.
refilmed the
Okay.
in-person stuff.
Are you gonna
Oh
give
my
us
God, that is
a
an
review
uncomfortably
of their
large
movie
bulge.
soon?
I know, right?
Oh my god. Wow, yeah, you're right. You are totally
Wow.
right.
Riley, when you watch a movie, please give us your impressions next episode.
It's gonna be so bad, and I'm gonna love every moment.
Damn right you do!
Will you make
I'm gonna
comments
watch
about
it
the
too.
bulge? It's the important part of the movies.
Oh God, no!
Oh,
Woo.
Red Ranger, a little bit of a bulge.
But yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
Please
so the Red Ranger was Austin St. John, the
Are
Blue
you
Ranger's
shitting
Billy
me right
Yost,
now?
Walter Jones is the Black Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson was the Pink Ranger, and Trina, I forgot her last name, was the Yellow Ranger, and then Jason David Frank was the Green Ranger.
Trina's a cutie.
Yeah, unfortunately she's dead.
Yep.
She died.
All right.
Sure is.
She died 2 years after season, or she died middle of season 3. I
Never
think.
forget.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
OG,
right.
OG Pink Ranger, best Pink Ranger.
yeah, she's still in acting a lot too.
She is.
Yeah. And then actually, the iZombie I didn't realize was.
I know. I found that out.
I didn't
too.
realize that was a Yellow Ranger
I
from a
didn't
different
know.
series.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I'm in
Wait,
love with her.
which iZombie character?
The-
Rose McIver, the
Yeah.
main
Really?
character.
She was a Power Ranger.
Really? I didn't know.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Surprise!
I saw that. I'm like, oh my, what? So yeah, a lot of Power Ranger people still have pretty predominant careers in acting.
I mean, I believe it.
I mean, you
Who
got
are
Jason
you
David Frank,
doing?
who's in style. He's been in 5 different series of Power Rangers. That man is a.
coming back.
I know.
Oh my
He just
god.
won't stop.
And
Yeah.
then he's on the convention circuit, but like everyone knows him as the Green Ranger, so
Yep.
he plays into that. So
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun watching. Like the mainstream is ridiculous with the chat just going crazy,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then other people will restream it. And I was watching one of my streamers was doing a drinking game with it,
Oh hell yeah!
and
Oh hell yeah!
it was
no.
hilarious because he had some rules that made a lot of sense, and then one of his rules was whenever the White Ranger song plays, whenever he plays the little flute, and there's one episode that it just kept coming back over and over and over, and it was just like, no, come on.
So is he?
That's
is
how
he
he
still,
died that day.
Is he still alive, or did he?
It was just sips of beer.
Oh,
Okay,
We're all surviving
sick.
here, folks.
because if
He still got really hammered though.
That's amazing.
I can imagine just being drunk off of shots off that one episode alone. It's like,
No,
God damn
it's
it,
not shot. One of the people in the chat started out doing shots for the rules.
Yeah, I guarantee you, after 2 shots,
That's how you die.
after 4 shots, you're like, I give up. Fuck this.
Because like every episode had like 9 or 10 drinks.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my
Lord.
god.
So how many
Or
episodes
more.
in total? Like the whole
Oh
series.
god, the whole
It's
series.
840 or so
That's
episodes.
more than
So
freaking One
9
Piece.
times that
Or is-
equals you're dead.
Well, he
I
didn't.
wouldn't.
He just did it for his stream.
I had
so it
to-
was like
One Piece is a
5
lot.
hours.
And I've done a One
5
Piece
hours,
drinking
like
game,
that's
and
like
it's
10
not
episodes,
fun.
right? Oh my god.
All right, that's like 15 episodes.
Shit!
They're 20-minute episodes.
Oh my god. how
Oh
do
dear
you-
lord, how many episodes? Oh my god, since 1999. Or sorry, I was looking in comparison for.
No, it started in 93 or
93,
something.
Yeah,
like
no,
earlier.
I was looking at comparison for like how many episodes One Piece went on.
that. Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
And it's still going on since 1999, so 17 years later. And if it's a consistent weekly serial, then yeah, I'm gonna look up on Hulu right now.
The first season
Shout out
of
to
Power
Google.
Rangers had like 60 episodes. It's ridiculous.
Hey, back in the day, Fox was it Fox? It was
Yeah,
Fox,
it
right?
was Fox.
Fox didn't care. They were just like shilling money because kids would
yeah.
watch it after school
It
and
was
be
on
like,
Fox Kids for like 10 years.
yeah, they would
Fox
shill the
Kids.
hell. Granted, like their budget was like very minimal because of the fact that apparently half of their content was from Super Sentai.
It was also hilarious to see the huge quality mishmash between the Sentai footage and the English footage because they're shot on completely different quality cameras and it's hilarious.
Well, again, us as children, we wouldn't give a shit.
No.
So
There's also a scene.
watch it.
Nobody cares.
There's a scene when the Megazord was fighting one of the big monsters and there's a little kid walks on the set.
Are you serious? Oh, I did not know that.
Hey.
That is.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's 18 episodes in season 17 alone. Of One
Alone.
Piece.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're probably.
So
So they're about 17.
thousands.
Yeah.
Lots, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's.
more, maybe more.
And
Oh my god.
you know what? It's still good.
Yeah. It keeps on going and
Cannot say
going.
the same for Power Rangers.
No. Was Power Rangers ever good? Let's
Yes,
be
it
real.
was.
It
Oh.
was. It had.
Wow.
Okay, Turbo was good. I liked Turbo.
Damn.
I did like some of the later stuff from OG Power Rangers and all that. So it was perfectly fine for me.
The OG series is legitimately good.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll
It is the
believe you.
perfect like balance of not taking itself seriously at all, and it's
Okay.
amazing.
And-
It
And
was.
it just slowly took itself more and
Yeah.
more seriously.
There's a great episode that I popped in on. Like the first episode I saw of In Space was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover episode.
Oh right, I
I
forgot
should
about
watch
that.
that. Put it on
was.
YouTube.
Oh no.
The Ninja Turtles got mind controlled and had to fight the Power Rangers.
I completely forgot about that. That is so.
I'll watch it
good.
tonight for you
my
guys.
God, it's fantastic.
Is that Twitch stream still going on?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's going on for
until
at least a
next
few
week.
more days.
Next week.
At least a week
Probably.
more, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look
Let's see.
it up
So
later.
what's this with PS3? Who put this? in
Oh,
there?
the PS3 is getting discontinued.
And I'm sad.
About time.
Well, they did say
I'm sad.
it's been 11 years, and which is 3 years more than the normal console cycle is.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
So they're deciding like, yeah, we're gonna stop production. I think at the end of April and be like, we're done.
Okay, but
I mean-
here's why I'm sad. Here's
Our
why I'm
segment
sad.
is-
I'm a nostalgic piece of shit. And when I just think about how it's getting discontinued now, like after 11 years, right? That's what
Yeah.
you just said.
Yeah,
that's
after
a long time.
11
It's been a
years.
long time.
That's such a long time. I just think, oh my fucking god, I'm getting old.
Okay, well, here's
Is that why you're sad?
Here's my take
That's
on
not a
it.
good excuse.
It's gone through so many iterations of its form factor design.
fat one.
I still have my original fat one
Yeah.
from
Oh my
this,
god.
The
The
very
fat
first
the
one.
original fully
Please don't
backwards
make me
compatible
Yes.
one.
Oh, don't make me
That's
cry.
a good one.
Yes.
The
So
PS2 was manufactured for 13 years.
yeah, they
So this
That's
is nothing
because-
compared.
I still
People
have
were still
mine. It
buy-
works fine.
people
PS2
were still
works-
buying in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
why. But so it went through the Fat Man, then it got the Slim version, and then it got this weird reiteration where you had to slide the CD tray open.
I have that one.
Remember that?
Then it went through another iteration where it was a re-slimming of that weird configuration.
Yeah. And then they gone there.
it went through I think 4 or 5 configurations before they decided, you know what, we're just gonna stop. And they've oversaturated the market with so many different iterations, but also with the fact that to find a fully backwards compatible versus like for the later on iterations, because then the later on iterations were like, oh, it's only 60% backwards compatible with certain games, or like this is 30% backwards compatible with certain PS1 games. It's like, or PS1, PS2 games. It's like, why would you change your percentage of what games you could play? Like, that doesn't make sense. It really actually did not make sense to me. That's why I was happy with my one fat sucker. Granted, it sucks when you have to put it in any place because you have the, you don't have room because
It's too bulky.
This is PS3, correct?
yes, it's
Yes.
PS3.
Yeah, the reason they had to take away the compatibility with old games was because they actually had hardware in there to emulate the old system, and that was really expensive for them. So they actually took that extra. They basically had a whole PS2 inside the PS3.
Oh,
So they had to
Interesting.
take that out because it was really expensive.
Which probably
Oh.
made it skinnier.
That's why the initial PS3 was $600.
Oh wow.
yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
I actually remember that price.
I remember. So there were 2
Ooh.
iterations of the PS3 when it first launched. It was the 60 gig that had full backwards compatibility with some extra feature. I forgot what it was. And then the 40 gig. Oh no, it was the wireless. The 40 gig couldn't be wireless. You have to plug the sucker in. I remember now.
Yep.
The 60
Well,
gig was wireless.
The initial
I
360
remember.
didn't have wireless either.
I do remember that. That was such bullshit.
I remember the wire for the
You had to
360
buy a
for
wireless
sure.
adapter dongle to plug it in, and it was so stupid.
Hey, bro, let me borrow your dongle.
Don't go me
Got
out.
any dongles, Brett?
But no, like, I remember that was the one major difference outside of like hard drive space, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so stupid. So that's why I opted to buy a 60 gig, and I got it off a friend of mine because he had connections through Walmart and all that crap. And yeah, so I got the 60 gig. That's why I am never letting go of my 60 gig. I will try to keep that sucker alive.
At least yours still
Try
works.
to at least.
Yeah,
Mine doesn't
that's
work
true.
anymore. It shuts off after 5 minutes because it overheats.
Aw.
I still reiterate my original statement. It's sad. It's sad to me because it's just sort of like I remember having so many good times with the PS3. I don't remember the PS2 because it was sort of out of my time.
That was my first
I had a
major
PS2.
console.
PS2 was the
My first major console was the Xbox 360, but with
Oh.
the PS3, I remember my doctor's office had one, and like I would always just chill and play.
How
fucking,
often were you at your doctor's?
Apparently a lot.
I mean,
every day.
I was sick a lot as a child, but like,
I'm
but like
sick.
I remember like just playing that and chilling it, and it was the most fun in the world, the PS3, and like now that it's gone and they're discontinuing it, it's just sort of like, damn, that's over, it's done.
Never forget.
My first major console was the N64. That happened
Well,
a while
Mine
ago.
was
If we're going with
PS1.
first major console, then
PS1.
technically mine was the Super Nintendo.
Super.
I still have
PS1
one
Slim,
in my house.
just for reference.
I had
the
PS1,
really slim.
and then my mom traded in for the PS2 for my birthday. And then I was like, yeah, PS2, I still have it. And then I didn't get the PS3 because
is a
I was a
child.
broke bitch. And,
youngest
you know, and
person
then
here.
PS4 I have.
Okay, no,
Is
I
a
take that
child.
back. So it was a 60 and 20 gig model. The difference, one of the major differences was the flash memory card reader and the Wi-Fi.
The
My,
Wi-Fi.
huh?
Wi-Fi?
Oh god, I hate that
Wi-Fi.
word.
I'm so sorry.
No, so the original 20 didn't have the flash card readers for memory cards nor the Wi-Fi, which was the stupidest thing ever to not include in the console release. But I was like, I have all that, and it's the stupidest thing in the world. But at least they had Wi-Fi, so I didn't care. Then they released like 60, 80s, 40s, 80s, 160s. Then you go into your like slims, then your super slims with like bigger hard drive spaces and all that total annoying. Oh, and then different color iterations too. Yeah, it was. Oh, they did it. It was so stupid. I'm sorry. That was your topic anyway.
Oh, no, you're good.
We had our own memories of the PS3.
I'm just reminded that I'm still the child here, no matter how old I feel, because like everyone's talking about N64 and PS1, and I'm just like, yeah,
Excuse
PS3,
you?
that was my first major one.
Okay. That's interesting.
My neighbors had a Super Nintendo. We'd just go over there and we're like, yeah, this is the coolest thing ever. Look at the buttons. Like,
Hey! Mortal Kombat was on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
it
it
just didn't
was.
have the blood.
Yep.
Oh
It
yeah.
did
Finish
not
it.
have blood, and people kept thinking you could unlock the blood somehow.
Spicy.
Because I don't know why.
That wasn't so fun.
Unlock
Wow.
the
That was back in
blood.
the time where gaming rumors spread like wildfire.
Oh my god.
I loved it.
That was before the internet.
The era where
That
we
was
all
so
lived
that
before.
we actually so funny story about the Super Nintendo. My mom actually went to a what was it called? It was a game store like similar to GameStop.
Circuit City.
No. It was in,
I need you to be quiet.
it was, yeah, it was in the mall. It was a game. It was like a FuncoLand, GameStop, something similar. Really old, long time. Might have been Super Nintendo store to be honest.
EB Games.
EB Games, I think that's what it was.
Nice.
So we went in asking,
Score one for
how
Reilly.
do we beat this one person? How do we beat Bowser in this level? Because my mom could not figure it out.
we
Until he
beat
pulls out the
Bowser?
game guide. He's like, yeah, you do this. It's like, oh, okay, thank you. And we went back home to play, and we finally beat the game. And it was just like, yay, glory to us.
so when
Amazing.
I had the PS4, I was like 4. And my mom had Spyro on
PS4?
there.
Yeah, the
Oh, sorry,
PS1.
PS1, and I had Spyro on there. I was 4.
We're now
was 4.
6.
Cassie confirms, still a 4-year-old.
True. Not gonna deny.
No.
But so, we had Spyro, and me being a dumb 4-year-old, I was like, Mom, how do you make them fly? My mom does not know how to play video games, and so she has the controller. She's like, I literally have no idea. She's looking at me, and I was like, make it fly, 'cause I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, dear Lord.
So, yeah, I was that kind of child.
Obviously.
Perfect.
Just to share, my first PS1 game was Biohazard, Resident Evil. I was like
You
a
call it by the American name.
Resident Evil.
Because you're in America.
No, because I got the Japanese game. Like it says Biohazard on the disc. Like I'll
The
play
only
it.
time you're allowed to see Biohazard if it has it in the title.
That's the one I played.
You're in America, son.
That was why I was 6.
Speak
Freedom.
American.
Freedom.
Resident Evil, 6 years old. So screw that.
Where are my
mature
freedoms?
crap. Yeah.
My first game.
I'll make sure to replace your face with an American flag at that point.
Beautiful.
Bald
Right by the hat.
eagle.
My-
flying
put it right
by.
Put like a nice bulby down there. We can edit.
Yeah.
Oh, my first game I ever had when I got the PS2 for Christmas was Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. It was an Australian made game. I loved it. It's such a corny cartoony game, but it was so great. I still have my original copies. It went through I think 4 titles like Ty 2, Ty 3. I think there was a PS3 version, but I haven't looked it up in a while. So, but I
Interesting.
love.
Check it out.
Mostly because I love Australian accents, so it was.
Right
That
now.
was my first game.
Oops.
I think my first game I ever like played as a video game was a Lego Star Wars.
Oh dear.
I love that game.
That was
I
a lit as fuck game. I'm
The
not
Lego
gonna lie.
games are amazing.
I love
They're
them.
all
no, they're
really
so
good.
fun.
They are fun.
would play with my cousins and we're like gonna kill each other. Someone's gonna be Jar Jar and I'm
I
gonna be
remember like just hanging out in the lobby,
I'll be
and
the clone.
anytime Jar Jar even so much as walked by me, it was like, "You're dead. Stay down, bitch."
And
That'll be loud.
of course you hit the.
like too loud there.
Is there gonna be an
Right.
HD? Is there gonna be an HD collection of this game? I
Of
want
what,
it.
what game?
Of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I want it. I want it.
Amazing.
I don't know how old is this post? Oh, it's a year ago. I don't know. Now I need to look it up.
Sounds like it's not gonna happen.
No.
It might happen.
Well, they've been doing HD remakes
They have.
for a while, so that's why I'm kind of like trying to make sure. PlayStation forums all over the place. Anyways,
Okay.
continuing on from something else now.
All right, moving on. to.
Pick something.
Okay, we already
Just
did
pick
that one. Oh no! Don't.
Uncharted
Pressure.
4.
Okay, I'm really excited to play. I've been
Uncharted
waiting this whole
4.
podcast to talk about this.
What?
I
Uncharted 4.
love Uncharted.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love Uncharted.
Let's talk Uncharted.
My boyfriend got it for me for
Did we put that up? No, we didn't.
Christmas. He got me the whole Uncharted collection with all 3 games. He's like,
Oh,
this
the
is,
HD one?
yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
this is gonna last for like a couple months. Like, we could. I beat all 3 games and within
They're-
2.5 weeks.
They're not that long of games.
They're not.
No, but they're
But-
fun. They're fun exploring games, and you're like, ooh, this is fun.
I love Uncharted 4.
Speaking of Uncharted 4, actually, so remember when the PlayStation experience came to San Francisco?
I was there.
I was not there.
So they had
Don't
a
remember
full. So Naughty Dog had a full like quarter of a section of the one of the Moscone Center room floors for their Uncharted
Yeah.
Oh,
thing.
it's beautiful.
The second floor. Yeah.
And so they had a multiplayer tournament going around, and one of the caveats of the game or of the tournament was that, so in the overall convention, you can actually collect these little cards, which I have them in my room,
Yeah.
and they're like little play cards, like trophies.
Collection cards, basically.
Yeah. So pretty much, when apparently there was a gold Nathan Drake or platinum Nathan Drake, and the only way to get him was technically by winning first place in the multiplayer Uncharted 4 demo or tournament.
Yeah, the top score, basically.
Pretty much. I went in and it was like a good 2 years since I played the last Uncharted game that I had, and I out of nowhere, like I was playing, I was just not giving a crap, and I was like, oh, this is cool, grappling hooks and all that. And then after the game ended, a dude came up to me, was like, here you go. I'm like, what is this? He's like, you got first place. I'm like, and I had to look back at my screen, and I'm like, top score of the entire group. I'm like, oh my god, how did I get good? This makes no sense, but okay, I'll take it.
That's awesome.
You got good.
I got good
got
on a
good.
game. I got good in a
Get
multiplayer.
good.
I don't play in over 2 years.
Made like a
Fantastic.
It was so funny. I was
GG,
just like,
fam.
ooh. And then there was this really hot girl that came up to me randomly who was dressed up in Uncharted clothing.
Yeah.
And
what? Saw that, right?
And
Oh boy.
and so it was just really funny. She came up and was like offering, do you need this card? And it was the Platinum Uncharted Drake. I'm like, no, I already got that one already.
I know.
And it was just really funny.
didn't
And
get one of
so
those.
why is there
Oh.
a red
We're
dot?
being interrupted.
There's a red dot.
I was so distracted.
Do you know what it is?
Obviously being a cat right now.
My
I
eyes
saw
went.
it. I was like,
Well, I was wondering what you were all doing, and I'm like, what the hell?
I'm being quiet and listening to you. Little
Well, no,
story.
I don't care what you're doing. These two started moving around like, what are you looking for?
Oh.
And all of a sudden, I see what my dad's doing off camera, and I'm like, okay, there's a red dot, like he's pointing at people.
I'm a cat now.
the Nug Club has arrived.
The Nut Club?
No, well maybe Nug Club.
Oh, right.
that all
Nut
day.
club.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to open the door.
Yeah.
The door's unlocked.
Yeah, the door's unlocked. I'll just tell him the door's unlocked.
Anyways,
Bust in.
Oh man. Okay.
Door.
Unreal 4 engine for Mario.
Yeah, someone is recreating Mario 64 in the Unreal 4.
There's a few
engine.
games that have little fan
Watch out.
recreations in Unreal 4.
Watch out, Nintendo, for striking you with a what's it called?
Oh yeah, no, it'll happen,
Copyright
but
ban.
it's still cool.
There's a guy doing Zelda as well.
He's gonna get copyrighted.
Definitely,
There's someone recreating Bioshock in Unreal.
That-
might survive.
He might be
Might.
okay.
He made fine.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Well,
they
wait, what's-
always look gorgeous because Unreal can make some just
Pokemon got
amazing
copyrighted
stuff.
too, right?
The Emerald or radio, what was it called? Uranium.
Uranium.
Yeah, that got. I wish I downloaded that because I wanted to
Shame.
play it.
Yeah, they got him good.
But yeah, no, I've seen people do Unreal Engine demos and stuff like just of their own volition, and I was like, "Ooh, this is pretty. When is it gonna come out?" Never. It's like, oh,
Beautiful engine.
yeah.
To make a full game that's that beautiful, it takes a lot of manpower.
And also render time. That's
So
what.
much.
Ugh, rendering that sucker. I think.
I mean,
for,
rendering doesn't really come into play
well,
as much.
No.
when I did 3D animation in high school.
Well,
or-
if you're making an animation, yeah, but
Yeah.
if you're building the game, you
Oh,
don't
if
need to
you're-
render it.
Yeah. Like if you were rendering the movements and everything, oh my god, that would take forever. Just rendering all that crap. Yeah, but no, that's cool. And somehow somebody puts that's neatos on here.
I think I put in a lot of extra shit when putting in links.
There's been a lot of extra shit here.
Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn. I have yet to play that game, but I heard really good things about
I
it.
haven't played it either. I don't
Best
have a
IP
PS4.
launch.
Please get the game. It is really good.
Well, first he has to get a
I
PS4.
can't get the game.
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
to you,
have a PS4.
Patrick.
I have other stuff I need to play, like, Uncharted 4
I keep
and
hearing
Resident
Erwin
Evil.
trying to open the
Also,
door
Mass Effect
to
in like
figure
a
out
couple
how the
days,
doors
guys.
work.
Pick the
that-
game.
I heard it open.
It's
it's-
making me
It's
anxious.
open.
He's just taking off his shoes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Chill.
It's just being.
It opened and closed.
Well, you see, when I hear it like slowly open and close, it's just sort of like
Because
oh,
he doesn't want to interrupt us, like how my
creaky
dad.
doors freak me out.
And now we have been interrupted, so mission unaccomplished.
Come on.
For everybody,
Our lovely
Oh,
intern
man.
Erwin.
the fake boyfriend. I should
Fake
say.
boyfriend
No, he's
Erwin.
no, he's now.
Our
Intern.
fake boyfriend now.
He is
Our
now
collective
intern.
fake boyfriend Erwin.
He is now. Hey, at least it got to its mark.
Thanks.
It got to his mark.
Hey,
Anyway,
Erwin. Oh.
I think he
I'm gonna
peaked
need
for
a
it.
Fail.
Anyways, so I said,
Black
what-
Mamba got her
you
goods.
know what I said about
me one.
food.
No eating on the podcast.
We talked about this.
We've covered this a couple
Fail.
of times.
Yes, food.
Leave him there.
It can wait. It can wait.
Leave him there. That's the post show.
So back
which
to
you'll
anyways,
never find out.
Horizon Zero Dawn, because we got interrupted by food.
I'm gonna drink my drink and not care.
The drinks is fine. We don't
Drinks
care.
Oh, man.
So partly the main reason I want to play it is because Ashley Birch is the main voice actor for the game.
She's been doing a lot of stuff recently.
She has.
I love her to death.
She was the voice actor for Chloe Price in Life is Strange.
Yep.
She was 3 different characters in Fallout 4. I found out. I still haven't found the 4th one or third one.
I get told I look like Chloe a lot. Still haven't played that game.
It's
It's a
fun.
good game.
Um,
Really
Yeah,
good.
Let's see. She also has her web series, Hey Ash, What You Playing? She's also part of Rocket Jump. I mean, her brother is also a writer for different TV shows and online content. I mean, yeah, those two are yeah. And Ashley is so nice because I got to meet her several times at SAC Anime.
They sound like they exist to make the rest of us feel completely inadequate.
What was it like meeting her in the first place?
It's really funny because of the fact that I told her I chose to let her character Chloe live because I didn't want to kill her. But then the second time I just had her sign my physical copy of Life is Strange because I wanted her to sign it. And I think what was really funny was like I reminded her I was the one that told you, but then she probably gets that a lot anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I also kind of wanted to record her saying like, please do something that you normally do on your show. Hey Ash, what you playing? Which if you remember the Nintendo Land episode, oh my god, so much came from her out of that. Like they stole my idea. I was just like, yeah, because like she did a full on Japanese like explanation of the entire structure of Nintendo Land, and I'm just like, my god, like you went all out for it. But no, she's been busy and she's in a lot of stuff. I mean, she's a really good person and a really nice person.
I want her to come back here soon. Please do.
Oh, she will.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
when they do Tiny Tina in Borderlands. I keep forgetting about that.
Oh,
She did, yeah.
And that SAC Anime always usually gets like a good chunk of the cast of Borderlands to come, and she's always with them. So it's like that she's always one of the main people that gets sent back to California and be like, hey, come be one of our guests again. Speaking of guests at SAC Anime, I did get to meet Erica Luttrell, who is the voice actor for Emily Caldwin from Dishonored 2. Also found out she's Lakeisha Keisha Johnson, or whatever the character's name is, from the Magic School Bus series. The original one. I
Wow.
was like, oh my god!
Don't you feel old?
Huh?
Don't you feel old? That was like super long ago.
She was, I think, 10 or something, and I'm
I
like,
remember.
my god.
10 years old.
She's not that much older
I
than
wish
me.
I
but
had a
still,
job
like-
at 10.
I didn't know that.
I think
Oh,
Magic School,
child actors.
Magic School Bus was
They're
what
exploited.
back in 93, 94, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, oh my god, and I actually commented like on her post because she posted about it. I'm like, wait, you were the original character? I'm like, yes, I was. I'm like, oh dear God, I used to watch you as a child.
Old childhood memories.
Yeah.
I have a question for y'all.
Like,
Yeah.
All of us do play PC. How good are you at Dota 2?
I don't care about Dota 2.
I don't play Dota 2.
Do you want to learn how to play Dota 2?
Not
I
really.
kind of do.
I
I
don't.
hear in
I
Malaysia
hate.
you can.
Segway. Hit down.
Yes.
I
We will never get these segues down until we stop pointing out that they're segues. God damn it!
Well, I just love to like, do you want to learn how to play? No, not at all.
I thought I got away with it too.
I really hate it's all I keep thinking about Dota 2 is like Dota and League of Legends. It's the same godforsaken thing.
Same fuck.
Same maps.
I
Same shit.
played Dota and it was annoying because that was the only game we had at the time that all of our laptops could
Childhood memories.
run. So it was like no.
There's people in the theater. It's called the green room. There's people in the green room for the theater department. That's where we all kind of hang out, and they just sit next to each other and they just play Dota. And I just look at them in just pure contempt because I'm just like, that's just a stupid League of Legends. And League of Legends is already stupid, so you're stupid.
I'm
And
just gonna be honest. I
I'm so
thought that
salty.
game disappeared a while ago.
Nope,
No.
it's still
No,
alive.
it's
Still
still alive.
play
It's
it.
real.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's alive.
It's
Well,
pretty
the
big.
class. Okay, so I go at the college I go to. There's the League of Legends club, and they find like a little corner in the cafeteria, and they're like, "Look!" And they'll bring on their full-on PCs and plug them in. I was like, "You're just an
Are
embarrassment."
we
to all
talking
of
like
us.
full on desktop with monitor and
Yes,
keep
yeah.
full
yes.
rig, basically.
To college in the middle of the cafeteria, and they're like, "Look, we're playing
I've
League."
seen that at my college too. I've seen that on the
It's
balcony.
so bad.
I'm right now. I'm pulling that Hitler moment from that one movie.
Hitler moment.
99999.
And
There
then
you
they're
go.
also like,
Oh my
I've seen
God,
someone bring in
why?
like their
It's
consoles.
okay for me to make that joke.
They'll just roll up all the freaking tables, have their consoles and shit on there. I was like, "There's your class. Like, why are you here?" One of them, I have a good friend that was actually dating one of them at the time.
Wait.
And
One
wait.
of them had a girlfriend?
Yeah,
What
Oh
a
my
loser.
God.
yeah. Long story.
What a
But
loser.
actually,
He has a girlfriend.
How is
Did.
that a
Like
loser?
Dota, you're a loser.
Okay, keyword did there.
did. But anyways, so I was like, "Is he in the League of Legends club?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Does he even go here?" And they're like, "Not anymore." What the fuck?
Because his girlfriend dumped him.
Like I
He
said,
doesn't
loser.
even take classes here, and yet here he is at the League of Legends club.
Well, okay, I could see that happening if you lived in like a college town, like say you lived in Davis,
Yeah.
where there's like, yeah, I mean that's a thing to do. But if you live like where you live, I'm sorry, there is more crap to do or not do, like stay at home and play games.
And I would even understand Hayward because
It's not even your college. Like, you don't go
Stay.
here.
Yeah.
She doesn't even go here.
Like,
Doesn't even go here.
well, yeah, Cal State East Bay is a commuter school. Honestly, I went
Yeah.
there, I graduated from there, but it's more or less like I go to the class, I go home. I don't want to be any more than my class time and maybe seeing some friends if I see them.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's like I'm out. See yous, bye byes. But yeah, esports. Dota 2.
The only esports I care about is Smash Journeys, if I'm gonna be quite honest.
And that's fine.
Well,
That's your
that's
prerogative. I
fine.
personally like, what's it called? Counter-Strike, but that's just me.
CSGO is pretty good too. Yeah.
Just
I love me some
Gucci.
StarCraft esports.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I'm so bad at the game, but it's really
Excellent
fun to
choice.
watch.
You can't help but enjoy.
And I'm so happy. Toad Biscuit is back. Shoutcraft is back.
Really?
It was
Toad Biscuit.
yesterday,
Wow.
and it's so good. I got up at 5 a.m. to watch it.
That's-
Oh dear lord!
Only thing that can get me up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday.
I saw him play live.
On a Saturday?
Pretty cool.
My God!
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
The only reason I'd wake up on a Saturday that early is for work.
because he has to have it set at a time where Koreans can play. And so
Ah.
it's like 10 p.m. in Korea and 5 a.m. on the West Coast. I'm just like, I guess this will work.
Yep, totally fine.
It's the best.
So does he have cans of Red Bull or something off screen just so he like
A shot at peace.
Well, he's on the East Coast, so it's
that's
8 for
even
him.
worse.
Well, it's 8 a.m. for him.
Oh, never
like
mind.
later
Oh,
there.
right, yeah.
His co-caster's in Seattle though, so it's 5 a.m. for him. So
Sucks to be him then.
Time zones, they suck.
he went to
so
sleep at 2:30 and woke
Yeah.
up for.
Oh, so he essentially
He
had
took a nap.
He took a nap. That's all you have to say. He took a 3-hour nap, which is fine.
Yeah, 2-hour nap.
2 hour, whatever. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but God, it's such a fun tournament. Oh my God, they in the middle of the tournament, one of the people that's playing in the GSL tournament came up on the roster, and he was, of course, he's playing like a week later in GSL for $100,000, whatever the prize is there. So it's like he's not going to use his real strat. He does insane cheese, just like all banelings. And he won, and it was the most ridiculous fucking thing.
So he
It was
essentially just
hilarious.
like, I'm gonna just not give a shit and throw shit at it, and then all of a sudden win. I'm like,
That's how you do it.
He was that good at the game that he was able to outmaneuver his opponent with a ridiculous strat that should not have won. And then TB was just like, okay, I'll put your opponent in the GSL up against you now. So it was the two people that are playing in a week for $100,000 playing against each other.
oh my god.
It was just the weirdest game. It was so weird.
I'm sure it was.
Oh man, it was so much fun to watch though.
You know what game doesn't need an esports league? Tony Hawk.
Another
wish
segue.
That was a
I wish it
okay
did. I would
segue.
watch the shit out of that.
I
Yeah.
completely forgot about Tony Hawk, to be honest with
Well,
you. Why
it's
is
time to start remembering, Patrick, because the Tony Hawk game franchise wants to make a documentary about itself, and they need our help. They need our help in order to make it, because they're broke.
I
Hashtag bring
love
Tony
the old
Hawk
ones.
back.
Question: how do I help them?
How do you help them? You go to their GoFundMe, I think, or
Is it
Indiegogo,
really?
actually.
Okay, good. I'm like, it's a GoFundMe, really.
GoFundMe.com.
Because if it was GoFundMe, I would just quit on
life.
video
Okay,
games in
to-
general.
to be fair, like, I'm surprised they're doing a GoFundMe and not like an Indiegogo or
No,
they're
they're doing
they're
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
I was
they're-
wrong
oh,
the
okay.
first time.
Good,
Yeah.
because if it was GoFundMe, I'm sorry.
You're
They're-
fucked.
No, it's not that. It's more or less like
Get like 10 bucks.
people abuse the system of crowdfunding a lot for
Yeah.
like the stupidest thing possible. Like,
oh my god, I live off those pictures where it's like, buy for my 16th birthday.
well, there was that. There's that, but there was also this couple like,
For
oh,
the
it's gonna-
EDC tickets?
Yes,
Yeah.
that. I was so like, my friend was enraged by that. Like, you were trying to take your wife first year anniversary to EDC and you want other people to pay for it? Like, what the hell? That's
GoFundMe is a cancerous site.
It
It's
is.
horrible.
I hate
Really?
that site.
That's
ever.
There
That's
are some
good.
good uses for it.
Horrible.
When it's used well, it's fantastic. It's a,
Shout out to my boy
Great tool.
Humongous.
That's why I personally like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, because you have to go through an approval process.
there's
true.
still plenty of shit on those
There
sites.
is.
There's still
but then there's-
absolute dog shit on those sites. You can't pretend that they're any better.
Okay,
They are
the Kickstarter
horrible.
ones, yes, I've seen some of the Linus Tech videos where they like get to their weirdest stupid crap.
I mean, this
But like, there's also
Solar freaking roadways.
okay, that's a cool.
I'm
No,
all for
it's
that.
not.
No.
No,
this
it's
documentary
not.
I'll
does
agree with
sound
him.
cool, though.
I
Like, it
enjoyed
sounds like
it.
a cool documentary.
I mean, I would watch a Tony Hawk
sounds
documentary.
dumb.
I would too. It's
wouldn't.
going to. It
No.
hopes to feature exclusive interviews from legendary skateboarders such as Rodney Mullen and Tony Hawk himself.
I think
and
Rodney.
if you
Bob
donate
Buffett.
$5,000, you too.
What's their goal?
What's their goal? Their goal is $75,000.
Why?
That's it.
That's too-
That's
that's
a
too much
lot
for a
less
big
money than
documentary.
I
They
thought.
should have just called up Danny O'Dwyer, partnered with him.
It's sitting at only around $8K right now.
It's not gonna
Got a
reach
month to go.
Maybe-
Oh, I don't know.
75,000. So they wow, that's actually quite a
They
bit.
really should
What's-
just partner with Danny O'Dwyer.
Because this is.
It would make a
this
great
is an
no-clip
article.
documentary.
Let's see what they. No,
So
it's
what-
still at 8K. Wow.
What does $75 get to get in a documentary? Like, what does it get?
The minimum is 100.
Because like,
Actually, the minimum
that's
is.
too much. Minimum. Sorry, I take that back. Minimum is
think-
$10.
Yeah,
Okay.
$10.
That's more
for $10 for like one person, that's like
$10 is an email update, production diary, behind the scenes footage, and our eternal gratitude.
our eternal gratitude.
I don't want your bullshit.
Says the game that failed like last year.
What was that,
$15, you'd be the first to stream it via an exclusive link. Stream it. Why not
Okay.
find a?
Why not give us
Why
a
not?
physical copy?
Yeah, tug that shit or something.
Yeah.
your name won't appear in the credits just yet, but if you donate $30, it will.
So you get
Wait,
your
that's $30 for your
only
name?
$30 to get your name in the credits.
Yep.
Okay.
I put like $5
kinda-
for Psychonauts too.
Honestly, I kind of want to be. I want to do that just to be like, there's my name in the credits. Of
But
the
in all
movie.
seriousness, though, there's a great guy, Danny O'Dwyer. He used to work at Giant Bomb.
It's Giant Bomb.
Giant.
And he went off on his own to make video game documentaries. He established a company called NoClip, and they're on Patreon. They're doing really well.
I was going to talk about Patreon, but keep going.
Yeah, it's not every month. It's more often than that, I believe. I don't remember
No,
exactly.
it's every month.
I haven't been keeping up as much as I should. I've been watching them as they come out, though. But yeah, he does really nice documentaries about various different games. His first one wasn't Doom. His first was Rocket League. Second one was Doom. And then he did one about Frog Fractions just recently. It was fantastic.
Was that just like a random like, hey, I'll do a documentary on the weirdest game possible? And
Frog Fractions is great.
is it a math game?
I can't explain the game. I literally cannot explain the game to you. It is unexplainable. It is
So random.
one of the best games I've ever played. It's so fucking weird.
It is an Adobe Flash game.
I
okay.
recommend playing it. It's like an hour and a half long, 2 hours long, and it is just completely bonkers.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
For everyone, go like either play it or watch the documentary about it, or watch someone else watch a let's play of it. There's plenty of people that have played it.
Okay, that
It
is.
is.
honestly
You just need
weird.
to experience it yourself. Frog Fractions.
A 5-year-old game, and that looks really weird. Okay.
It's
Anyways,
so good.
so what I was gonna go on was about Patreon, which is a little bit better in terms of funding artists and stuff, because a lot of cosplayers use it. A lot of they're depending on what tier you pay into, like you'll get special benefits, like you'll get exclusive mailed prints and stuff or emails, or like if you're funding it's essentially like more privately funded kind of deals, but you get actual proper updates. And like depending on what tier you are, if say you're donating $100 a month, because it's a monthly type of donation deal, you'll get exclusive, like, oh hey, if you donate this much, you'll get, we're working on this, you'll get your name mentioned in the podcast, or you'll get your name mentioned in this feature or something like that kind of deal. That's how I feel. I like the idea of Patreon, and that's just. I mean, I kind of wanted to use it, but I don't know what to fund it for, so we'll figure that out later. And yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
So
let's get to the last topic, unless you guys really want to cover Telltale.
no,
I don't.
Skip it.
it doesn't
No.
matter.
Fuck Telltale.
Telltale, it's like, okay, CEO.
I think that could be good.
Left.
They've gone in a weird direction so far. They need
Yeah.
to.
Episode 3 of the new Walking Dead season 3 of the Walking Dead is coming out already.
Guess we
Is
are
that really
covering
the
it.
last
Yeah.
thing before?
Sorry,
Mass
I saw the commercial for them. Like,
We're
wait,
getting to the end of time.
Effect?
Yeah.
Wow.
they're already at episode 3. That's ridiculous.
I'm just looking forward to
I just want to
Guardians.
say real quick, the Smurfs are communist. Okay,
That's not even in the topics
all I had
list.
to. That is in the topics list.
You
Thank
put
you
it
very
there.
much.
Just
Yeah,
let-
I know. We all put in topics.
Give Riley his
Kevin.
moment.
Oh, that's
It's Riley's moment. Please take the stage. It's your time to
Oh.
shine.
Smurfs are communist.
We're really taken out of
I know.
topic, so
Apparently they are. So
Look,
who knew?
the old one looks like Karl Marx. They share assets. They all have assigned jobs.
Assets.
There's
I
only
thought
one
you
chick.
was
What's
gonna
up with
say
that?
ass.
I don't think that's a communist thing.
shit ass.
Each Smurf had the exact same
I
outfit.
so totally should have taken a screenshot of what I saw.
The old
God.
Smurf has unquestioned power.
Why
What's
are-
up with that?
Why
What's up with it?
Why is there?
Just saying.
What is happening?
I don't know.
We're really looking into this.
All I know is she's talking about blue people.
What is
She's
I
talking,
love the Blue Man Group.
Speaking of blue people, Mass Effect.
yeah,
Riley.
people.
I'm
So-
sure you want to talk about that.
because that's where I
We're
totally
all
wanted
gonna
to
shut up and we'll listen to you.
So
man.
let's listen to the man who is the
Come on,
only
podcast
person in this
daddy.
group that has played it so far. Because
on, daddy.
I
Yep.
don't think I'll play it.
Daddy
no,
will play.
no one else has taken the trial, because I decided that it was definitely worth it to save $2 to take the trial.
Save $2. What do you mean?
Because it's $5 to get EA access, but you
access,
get
yeah.
10% off. So
Oh.
it saved me $7. So I
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it saved me $2 to play the trial.
How does it feel? Tell us.
It's if you don't want to hear anything about Mass Effect, even though at this point it released yesterday, so at the time of posting this, it released yesterday. Then shut this off and go like and subscribe to the video, and cool stuff. But for people that do want to hear about Mass Effect and outdated opinions before playing the actual full game, then continue listening.
I just want to make a comment that he made a page full of notes.
Yes.
Of
he
playing the
Yeah.
game.
A full page.
A full page.
Most people do that for like a
MLA.
video club, like movies and stuff. This guy did it for
This
a freaking
is-
video game.
Details, like what's in it.
I mean, I love Mass Effect. It's my favorite series that's still being produced because
Shockingly.
Kingdom Hearts is eventually gonna happen. Maybe.
We will get a Kingdom Hearts
Maybe one day.
3. They just
One
keep
could
giving
hope.
they keep giving us decimal options here, and it's annoying.
Because Kingdom Hearts is my favorite series. Mass Effect is second.
Second. We'll wait till like June until they do something about it.
Yeah, it's coming
Figured.
eventually.
Figured.
But it's going through the same type of thing, whereas it's coming, but Mass Effect is finally actually here.
Please continue.
And, oh my god, it's been interesting to read all the reviews of it and the very mixed opinions from people. I've seen the like super negative reviews people have posted, and then there's also positive reviews in there. A lot of the people that are super negative are just like,
Wait, people have negative opinions on this game?
yes,
course they
people
do.
are super negative.
Oh, okay.
Most
Continue.
most of the main sites are like ripping it apart, which is interesting because it has some of the problems that they have with it. Zelda also has, and that got 10 out of 10.
Are we talking? Wait, are you
drop-
talking about the screen tearing or the
drop, right?
FPS drop?
Should we talk about the ethics of gaming journalism
let's
now?
No,
not
Or
get
shall we
straight.
stick to Mass Effect?
Let's stick to the Mass Effect thing.
But Mass Effect, yeah, a lot of people cannot get past the animations, which honestly are not that bad. They're bad. Like they're not good.
They make me not want
But
to
they're
bang the
not-
blue woman.
I
The
just
blue
saw
one is great. Her animations are fine.
Yeah.
Really, I saw the screen grab of her where it's just sort of like, ooh,
They're too
girl,
derpy.
you ugly.
They're too
The,
derpy.
Wait,
the
but-
bad one is Addison. The one that everyone's comparing with she's the head of the colonization effort on the Nexus.
So you can't bang her.
And no, she hates you.
Okay.
She is a bitch.
Oh god,
she
you heard it
is.
first.
As long as
Damn.
she's not the bangable one.
But she has like clown makeup. It looks real bad. Her animations are terrible. Her dialogue is bad. She's just the worst character in the game.
Good to
She's
know.
a nightmare.
And
right.
everyone just like focuses on her as an example of how bad the game is. But there's plenty of stuff that is fantastic about the game that makes you completely forget about her. One of her lines of dialogue is, "My face is tired."
Say.
I
I
totally
relate
relate-
to that really
We
Like-
all
well.
relate pretty
We,
easily.
As-
we
like-
can all explain that. Like, my face is tired.
But as an excuse for like I'm sorry
can
I'm
see
being
why not.
mean to you. My face is tired, and it's like,
I think that sounds like an
My face is tired.
incorrect translation matrix there.
it's she has some bad dialogue,
No, I'm
but
sure.
she's bad. But the main characters' animations aren't honestly that bad. I had a really big issue with them. For some reason, my animations were desynced with the dialogue. I don't know why. That was
Mind
the
you,
only major
he was
bug I
playing it
had.
on PC.
Yeah, on PC.
Some people may be playing it on console, which may not have the same issues. Maybe.
Apparently, Xbox has some
Maybe.
bad frame
Bad
issues.
Xbox always has bad frame issues, for God's sake.
Yeah,
PS4 is
console
better.
issues.
Buy PS4 now.
Water is wet.
Sponsored.
But I had no
No, we're
problem.
not.
I played it on. I played it in two different ways. I played it on my PC at 4K 30 FPS. It was pretty much solid, and then I dropped it down to 1080p, and it was completely smooth. Max settings both time, and it was just an absolutely gorgeous game. Frostbite 3 engine is amazing.
Is that a new engine or something?
It's the same one that Battlefield is on. It's,
Oh,
it's new for
okay.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
And it's God, the environments are so gorgeous. Holy crap. You land on the first planet and you just look around and it looks so good. And Frostbite's not super great at like people as much.
So
We
when
can
I,
Which is
relate
where
to
some
that.
of the animation problems, it also comes from it's an inexperienced team that was working on the game.
so when I asked you, did it have the Tresemme hair effects? You
I I didn't look into that. I forgot. I don't think it has that though.
So you can't see wavy individual
No.
strands of hair on your... But then again, your characters are all in, like, helmets.
The
so-
hair doesn't look super great sometimes.
Well, yeah,
Some
it never
of those
did.
hairs.
Never does. Not yet.
The co-pilot, or not co-pilot, but like science person on your ship has really weird looking hair. It's not great.
Oh, boy. Lovely.
But yeah, there are definitely some issues, but combat, they really improve the combat. It's a lot of fun now. The jump jet adds so much like awesome maneuverability during combat, and the skill swapping through the different skills is pretty fun. You can have more than just a few skills and more than just locked into the one skill tree. You can grab from all the different skill trees and throw it all around. It's super cool.
So, does it still have the mechanic where you can kind of pause time and, like, plan out your strategy of attack?
Sort of.
Sort of.
It actually, I don't remember if the time paused. I know time at least slows when you open
Like,
up
slow
your...
down to a little crawl, because I remember when I played the first Mass Effect, you could essentially practically pause time to plan out, like, all right, I'm going to have this character go over here and attack,
Yeah.
and then, flank around this direction, kind of, same mechanics.
They got rid of a lot of the squad control.
Oh, really?
Because in the old games, you could like control what guns they were using and what powers they were going to use.
Right, yeah, I
all
remember that.
stuff. That's all auto now. You can.
Oh.
You just tell them where to go.
That kind of stuff.
So,
Yeah,
cool.
It's
all right.
basically they streamlined the combat. It's now just you instead of you controlling a squad.
Okay.
But they give you a lot more stuff to play with to make your combat more entertaining. So it's less messing with other stuff and more you doing combat.
Okay. Well, I think that's a good trade-off.
It's different, but I like the direction. It's more interactive and more fun.
Yeah.
The exploration is pretty great.
Did they fix the Mako? Did they fix it?
I have mixed feelings about the Nomad. It's a little bit wonky, but it's overall pretty good.
Okay.
Once you get used to how it drives, it's really bad on keyboard and mouse as everything driving is.
KBM.
Well, the game didn't look like it would be designed for a keyboard and mouse input.
No,
it looked like
it's
it was
just never-
for controllers.
Mass Effect's never been great on keyboard and mouse, but I was
No.
hoping they would have at least improved it a bit because it improved it each game.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't really improve much.
Again, we as PC players do not get... We get shafted pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
You get left
even
behind.
when I PC play, I use a controller because I'm a baby child. But continue.
But yeah, so for Mass Effect, I had my keyboard mouse and then I had my
Okay.
controller sitting next to it when I got into the Nomad
Yeah.
That
to
makes
drive
sense.
around
So,
because
like-
it's better.
Certain games are just designed strictly for controller
Controllers.
support. Like when I played the new Hitman game, I was like trying keyboard and mouse, like nope, I'm going to a controller. I switched immediately controller because it felt more natural playing it with a controller versus a keyboard and mouse, because the mapping strategy for a keyboard is retarded half the time.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to play a third person view in a like FPS style. You can't do that. So that's why for some games, controller mapping in third person is a lot better versus like playing a first person view. First person views are okay with keyboard and mouse input. Third person, not so much. It's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, and another thing that people are hitting a lot for is the story, which I don't understand because I've loved the story so far. It does have a big exposition drop at the beginning. It's just a lot of talking to people, a lot of getting the background, a lot of that stuff at the beginning, and it's possibly a bit excessive, but
I mean, we
But-
already know what the premise of the story is, right? Because they've already talked about where they're trying to find a new planet.
yeah, but
'Cause-
there's details in there of what's actually going on when you get there.
Something about resources and
yeah.
waking people up is all I remember from the trailer, because
Yeah.
that's what I watched, is only the trailers.
But yeah, it definitely hooked me. The story hooked me, and I'm
Okay.
excited to see where it goes. And it lets me overlook some of the occasionally bad dialogue, occasionally great dialogue. It goes back and forth. There's some great like conditional dialogue, depending on like if you do stuff, people will mention different things to you.
So the same thing that's like in the other Mass Effects.
And like there's one scene at the beginning where you meet up with your dad, and if you had explored
Daddy.
an area that was optional, during the dialogue, you'll mention that,
Right.
and then he'll be like, good job. You're actually doing your job.
Dad loves me. Finally.
He does not love you.
I am proud of you, Dad. Make me proud.
He's
Are
a
you
hard
proud now,
ass.
Daddy?
But yeah, he's like, oh, you're actually doing your job.
Yeah.
And it was just interesting to see how like, oh, could have avoided that. And I wonder what he that I was gonna look to see what he said the other way, but I ran out of my trial time, and the streamer that I watched play at the beginning as well, he's like me and he searches everything, so he got that dialogue as well because he searched it.
So if you were to put a score right now for Mass Effect, what would it be?
Well, I need to see more of the story because it cuts off real
I mean, like from your
quick.
impressions, like for the 10 hours.
It definitely has technical issues, so that'll probably drop it down.
Oh, the
it's-
day one patch will fix that, definitely.
Allegedly, it
no,
has day one patch already.
but
they
they're
all
not gonna,
have day one patches.
No, but-
we all know this.
No, I mean day one patch was in the trial.
yeah,
allegedly.
but they're not gonna fix the animations on day one. That's
So
it.
day
Animations
two
aren't going
patch.
to
No.
be fixed.
Yeah,
So
so
day two
That's
patch.
not
Okay.
something that they're aiming on.
so what's the score?
I don't know, 8.5, 9, somewhere around there.
Ooh,
It's
That's
probably
good.
It's
that's pretty good
like,
for a game.
It's probably gonna get a decent
For
reviews
pre-release,
from
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Because I can't. The technical issues have to bring it down. You can't just excuse those.
You
but,
can't ignore
The development time does factor in though. So.
But it does have a lot of really good stuff. And hopefully the thing is like the fact that there's no quick save. That needs to be fixed.
Oh, no
Yeah.
quick. Well,
Get ready to reset, folks.
Yeah, no quick save. Even that makes the hard difficulties really hard.
that would
Challenging.
make
Oh, so that's-
me not want the game at all because I suck at video gaming in
Well,
general,
there
and
are
I die a lot.
there are 6 difficulty levels, as
Okay.
with most Mass Effect games.
Yeah.
And it goes from insanity at the top, which is super hard, down to I think they call the lowest difficulty story mode,
Okay.
and it's just super easy to let you experience the story, no matter how good of a gamer you are,
Okay.
because
Alright.
they know there's people that just want to see the story,
All right.
and it's cool. It's cool that they have that.
Yeah. Perfect for her.
That's me.
Issue that I ran into that I hope they fix super quick is the fact that it doesn't fucking work with Corsair peripherals.
Oh.
What do you mean it doesn't work with Corsair peripherals?
Q, the software that lets you control lighting and macros and all that stuff,
Oh.
like Synapse,
Right.
it stops the game from launching.
So the integrated, or essentially the software that allows you to control the lighting effects on your equipment interferes with the game loading or the game launching.
Yep.
That's
Completely game-breaking
Oh,
bug. The game just
shit.
doesn't load.
That is funny because when Overwatch did a patch a while back, the
I
Synapse
remember
software
that.
was causing my Overwatch game to crash constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
so I had to
yeah.
uninstall Q.
You
And
couldn't
so-
just
Oh,
shut it
wow.
off?
No, you have to actually uninstall it
Oh,
to
that's
make it
bullshit.
work.
That's not.
That's
oh.
So my
bullshit.
keyboard now has just static lighting instead of
Oh.
its fancy
Lame.
like
Oh, I need to get this.
readings. Yes,
That's
it's-
no fun.
I call
I'm sorry.
bullshit.
I find it funny how you have to uninstall a program to allow your peripherals to glow to let you play a game.
That seems
it's
completely
like,
excessive.
Did nobody at the quality control department of BioWare have any Corsairs?
Nah.
Like
Obviously
really?
not.
No.
Went over the
No. Probably
Oh
not.
my
Obviously
God.
not, because like okay, granted, the main manufacturers right now are going to be Razer, Corsair, and that's all I can think of actually right now.
Yeah. Just those two for now.
So I mean, maybe
There's more. I can't
Yeah.
think of them right now.
there's more bullshit
We'll
ones,
save it for
but
next week.
mostly it's Corsair and Razer that are like the top,
They're
big
two
the
ones.
two big ones. So they were all running their crap on Razer products, to be honest.
Razer.
I mean, for God's sakes, Overwatch the chroma ability has all your peripherals glow the color of your character
Yep.
when
I
you
mean,
switch to
you
them.
don't need that. You don't need to have everyone on Razer to do that.
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
Logitech. That's the.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Logitech.
I
Why?
have a Logitech mouse. I don't know how I forgot that.
I had
Left
Logitech,
Logitech
products
in the air.
before. They were all right.
I love my mouse. It's great.
I had
It's the only one I've found that has the correct number of buttons.
Oh.
Is the correct number of buttons for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I need music controls. That's 3, and I need forward and backward and volume controls.
That's about right. Yeah.
Or not forward, just backward.
not
and
yours,
volume
My
No.
Ouroboros would probably have to be the.
No.
That one only has like the two back and
Yeah.
forth, and then
I don't know
the
how much for my death out
that one is the sensitivity.
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah.
9 buttons on my.
Went back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
my
Christ.
Ouroboros I think has
Sorry, what?
1,
It's
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
like his hand movements.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, like if you count the mouse key ones. Yeah.
Oh, counting the left and right click?
Yeah.
Then I have 12.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ, Riley.
It's got four on the thumb,
Okay.
three next to the index finger, and then 2 on the back.
Okay.
To be fair, the Naga has already, like the first iteration of the Naga had 12 button inputs. Or
And
9
yeah.
button inputs.
This is where the Razor podcast begins.
Anyway, back to
Sorry.
Mass Effect.
I had to.
Razor
hate.
The hat says
I'm on Razor.
What else do I have? I covered all those things. The Tempest is fantastic. I love it. It's a great design for a ship. It looks beautiful. A lot of the graphic design in this game is just fantastic. The Nexus, the Arc, they look awesome. The Tempest now has when you're standing in the ship, both in your cabin and on the bridge.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the word. On the bridge, it's got this big like bay window type thing on the front, and it actually like shows the galaxy where you are. Because they also revamped the galaxy map, and made it so that it's actually like this interactive map that you don't fly around manually like one of the old games, but you go in and it's got this just beautiful galaxy map.
It looks like a giant, like, kind of passenger carrier type ship. I'm looking at a photo of it right now.
Sort of.
But then I think this is
That's the Normandy.
That's the Normandy. Or
They'll
Nomad?
always be number one. I love the Normandy.
I mean, it looks like it's a cool ship. Just when I look at the Tempest one, I'm like, that just looks like a giant freightliner.
It's more the interior stuff that's fantastic on the Tempest.
I'm
the
sure.
interior
I
is
did
amazing.
pull up the cockpit view that you're talking about, and it
Yeah.
looks really. It does look pretty. It
That-
looks like the bridge of a Star Destroyer from Star Wars. It
But
looks
yeah,
like that.
I have a problem with the galaxy map because it takes so fucking long to travel from planet to planet. Because you're on a planet.
Yeah.
You zoom out, pick the other planet to go to, and then it goes back into your planet, zooms out,
Oh,
and
so
then
like
zooms into
so
that
essentially
planet.
like a really slow Google Maps flyover when you're trying to pick another location.
Google Earth.
It's really obnoxious, and it
Yeah.
takes forever, and it is a pain. It's a pain because you have to go to each planet and scan it to get 100%. So it's just
like
gonna,
No Man's Sky.
I was gonna make afraid that.
you don't have to land on it. You just go to the planet and you right click to scan.
So yeah,
Yeah.
basically like No Man's Sky.
Slightly better than No Man's Sky.
A No Man's Sky mod inside Mass
So
Effect.
like all the previous Mass Effect games.
Right. Wow. Okay.
wow.
The Tempest looks tiny compared to like the Normandy SR2s.
Yeah, it's a small ship.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ, that is like half the size.
It's a scouting ship, not a
Yeah. Oh wow, I
fighter.
love their comparison on all these.
All of the sci-fi.
Yeah, and the sound design is amazing. All their sounds they've recorded for this are fantastic. The music has been pretty great so far. I am looking forward to more music. It's been very epic.
Weren't you able to like at one point like certain games you can actually could you like input your own track list into this game or into
I
the
don't
previous
think
ones?
so.
Oh, okay. I know it was one game. I can't remember which. But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. The side quests have been hit and miss. There was a like just fetch quest already, and then there was one that actually like had you exploring and discovering, and like you had to make an actual moral choice at the end, and that was actually pretty interesting. I
So
enjoyed that.
you are playing as a brother sister duo, right?
Yes.
So okay, if you're playing a brother sister duo, how do romances work? Or was there any in the demo?
Well, you're only playing one of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
I was like wondering
Because that would have been very twisted. My brain is going in
And
a
I
dark
have not
place.
met my sister yet because
Oh.
she is still in a coma.
Oh.
Patrick needs to know if you can
Perfect.
bang the sister.
No.
or not.
It just
First, we want the video game with the nudity, and now we want to bang the sister.
no. It's just
Sister banging.
it's
Total incest there, man.
Okay, because the fact that when they showed the demo at the PlayStation experience, like they didn't really explain that you were
The
like
sister
at the
banging.
time you were playing both characters technically simultaneously, but your avatar was only one of the two.
I mean, you're not playing both characters. You're playing one of them.
You're playing just one.
It's
of
the
them.
same as the old games where you had male ship or fem ship. It's just now
Oh, so
the other one is in the game.
the other one. Oh, okay. So
You have a hot sister now.
Yeah, a very hot one.
I mean,
So hot, you wanna bang her.
you had that option. You had that kind of. Wait, could you?
2017 going strong with
Zeta
when-
coma.
Oh my god!
Yep.
When you had the customization for
can't
the
say no to
characters,
coma.
was it
Oh
like
my God.
male character and then you could just switch it
City.
out to the female character?
you.
Or
Shame.
could you customize both of their
Shame.
faces, or did the computer randomly
We
customize
do
the
not
other one for
condone
you?
You
coma
go through
fucking.
Jesus.
I'm sure you're hearing some weird shit. I'm not paying attention to these fucks right now.
You didn't hear what I said, right?
I cannot not hear. What
Oh,
you said.
okay. You're welcome.
The Chuckerfucks 3 having ourselves a laugh.
Of course they are. I'm not caring. I'm
Oh
actually
my
asking
God.
questions here.
You go through character creation, which is
Uh-huh.
a little bit lacking for your character, and then it asks you whether you want to keep default Sarah Ryder or default
customize her.
Ryder, or customize her, and then it goes through the character creation for her as well.
Okay, so you can literally fully customize your facial features to each of the characters.
Yes, you can customize both of them. But yeah,
I feel like the PC mods are gonna just go out of control
Go
with,
Yep.
crazy.
they will.
with that game.
but yeah, it's pretty cool. I already know who I'm romancing on my first playthrough.
The
It's
blue lady?
fantastic. Yep.
Of course. Why is it?
Where's this?
Why is it always
one
the
of
blue
the
chick?
blue ladies?
Oh, there's multiple
Oh
blue
god.
chicks.
There are multiple blue ladies.
Wasn't in the older Mass Effects you can romance one of the big alien dudes?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
The whatever Krog was.
He's not part of my crew yet, so I
Oh.
haven't tried romancing him yet.
But they are part of the
Yeah.
overall crew. Okay.
Yeah. You will have a Krogan on your squad,
Right, Krogan.
yeah.
That's what I was.
but he has not joined yet, so I cannot romance him yet. But I have been turned down by 2 women already.
That,
So
that
Four
is
hours
a
into the
question.
game, and already turned
You
down
ain't got
twice.
no game in the
I
game.
have a question.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Is the fuckable alien big titty or big butt?
Are you a tits or ass man?
Because that's apparently a important
Is
question
the
to her.
alien big titty or big butt?
I don't remember.
Please Google the answer. Take your time.
Rule 34, please.
Please say
I want
yes. Please say yes.
explicit
Please say yes. Please
pictures.
say yes.
That's what we've been doing like the last couple
Please,
minutes.
please.
Just still 34.
I mean, she doesn't have particularly gigantic either of them.
What's the point?
they're normal.
Because
I want
$60
Oh.
mainstream games
My
are
friend-
hentai.
a funny thing is, I found out my
Giving them
friend
cow
who
titties.
is also.
It's like me.
She found out you can't. Ironically, she found out you can't do her, the white blonde or
Yep,
the
she's one that
platinum
turned me
blonde.
down.
So she was like, I think she was joking, but she was like, I'm gonna cancel my pre-order for Mass Effect because she couldn't get it with this one.
I mean, she's hot.
She is hot,
She's hot.
I'll agree. It was just like she couldn't get with the
Sure,
one
definitely.
platinum blonde chick that she really, really
I
wanted.
had
Go
that
scroll up.
hairstyle.
Oh,
I
I
mean, I
think
still do, but I had the
I think this is the blue chick you
Damn,
were
she's
talking
hella
about.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's her
she's-
digits?
What's her size?
What's your digits? Hey, girl, what's your digits?
This,
No,
and
that's the hot one.
this is the
That's
other
that
one.
one.
But the ironically
what's
the
your
act
digits?
the act
They're looking
You
at pictures
single?
of Cora.
yeah.
You single?
Well,
going
the
on
funnier
over
thing
there?
was this article. The picture coming from this is from an article, "Ugly Female Characters." From
she ugly?
Beauty
That was an
standards.
example of a non-ugly one.
And then the
Like,
other girl that turned me down was a Lexi, the one voiced by Natalie Dormer.
Damn.
You got it rough,
She was,
man.
Hit and
she was
miss.
just like, no, I don't do patience.
Damn.
oh, the blue chick,
Dang.
One of the blue chicks, yeah.
Dr. Alexi Tapero.
Yep.
You got denied by that chick. Okay.
Yep, she's your doctor, so she didn't want to.
She ain't even that hot.
No. no.
I'm sure there was a ethical stance with the whole like doing your patients deal.
Pretty much.
I'm
No, it turned down by 3 women, because also the sound.
You say that so enthusiastically. Oh yeah, I got turned down by 3.
I go back to my original statement that you apparently ain't got no,
No
game
game.
in that game.
Suvi,
You're a loser.
Suvi.
You're a loser.
the science
Loser.
officer, also, she's the one with the weird hair. Also turned me down.
Oh, that's not super weird. What?
It just looks bad in game. It's not like a weird hairstyle. It just looks bad in game.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
She's also apparently a ginger.
got
No,
something
so-
wrong with gingers?
Oh.
Got something wrong with gingers?
Well, she turned me down, so.
You triggered Cassidy. That's on you, button. Triggered.
She's fine.
I mean, if
Look at
she's
her
not
face.
blue and an alien, I don't give a
Don't fuck
fuck.
with gingers, man.
Or my
Ever.
sister.
That's I love them though. That's it.
Yeah, basically, I'm looking forward very much to tomorrow evening.
Oh, right, that's when it
Finally getting
released.
past that fucking story block because I was playing and having so much fun, and then it was just like, sorry, it popped up a message just like, sorry, you can't get past here.
Aww.
Please buy the game. I was like, I already bought the game. Let me play.
It's like, let me have my moments.
Let Reilly through.
So much for early access.
It was just like
It was just a
it was
demo
like
run.
20 minutes after meeting PB, and it was like I want to talk to her more.
Oh,
There's,
maybe she won't reject me.
There's
Maybe I'll actually find someone to love.
there is so much fan art now already.
Yeah, they're
like
fast.
it's ridiculous.
Also, you can also romance the Turian. She is also definitely into you.
What is a Turian? Forgot.
She what's her name? Vetra. Look up that.
Or I
Which
could just,
one?
Before
I
we
could
close
just,
the
oh,
podcast.
that
That.
thing.
That thing.
Yeah.
That's a name.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
God.
looking. I'm just looking at like
Click it.
what they are. I
Click it.
couldn't. I just.
Click it.
Is there a
What?
guy to romance?
Let Ginger see.
They're.
Oh.
That's what a Turian female looks like.
Too bad. I mean, you put a
No.
paper bag on it.
That's what
I
they.
know.
God, you're so. I'd fuck it.
I get that.
Turn around.
Wait. There's actually a term for that.
I don't want to know the term for
No,
what I
able to-
did.
No, we're good. We're good.
She's got a hot bod, but on
No,
her face.
like Jack Harkness is this because he'll do anything
Holy crap.
that has two legs or whatever. I don't remember.
Omnisexual.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what he calls himself in show. Omnisexual.
Was it? Okay. Yeah, we'll
Cool.
go with that.
But yeah, there was one of the guys, Liam. There's
And
there's
you
actually
can
some.
fuck him as a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's been
Equality.
That's
in
been an option
all
for-
the Mass
I
Effect
know,
games.
I know, but still.
Hey.
But there was
I'm
actually a
glad we still have it.
really cool thing
Okay,
with
agenda has moved
Liam.
forward.
When I was playing on the first planet, you ask him about his background. He's like, "I'll tell you over a beer later." And
Nice.
then you get on the ship, and there's this like a public like comment board thing that ship people can post on. And there's a message from him asking someone to help him move his couch. And then when you go to his
have space couches?
his workplace, his work area, you walk in and he's like trying to move his couch, and you're like, "Oh, I'll help you," and you help him move his couch in place. And then you sit down and you each get a beer and you start talking, and then you start flirting. And, yeah,
And then the pants came on.
That's a good setup, though. Yeah. I'd
They
buy
have
that.
couches in space or
So,
in spaceships.
When he's
Space
moving
couch.
his space couch, he's completely shirtless, right? Oh, hey, I didn't know you were coming.
Oh, my pants are full.
Don't mind my pecs.
that'll be later on in the game.
Of course it would be.
You have to buy it to witness it.
Yeah,
Experience.
it usually takes a couple of times of flirting to get to the shirtless part.
You have to get through the paywall to get to the space cock.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What a
That
way
was
to
extra
sum
crap
it up,
that.
though.
All right.
He's good. Look at his
No, I'm
face.
good. I'm looking at something else right now.
Is it porn?
No.
Nope.
I don't care.
Well, sort of.
Fuck.
It's hentai.
It can be talked about later. It can be talked about
Oh,
later.
man.
Some random
Rule
Asian
34,
lady on
please.
his screen.
It's this. You've seen it before, or you've heard about it.
I most
Oh my
likely
God.
have.
I'll tell you about it afterwards, after we're done.
Yeah, let's end this looking at porn on our laptops.
I'm not looking at porn, mind you. I'm looking at video games.
I did that earlier.
Oh my god.
If you enjoy porn, please watch this podcast more.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my god.
Don't play
Thank
it
you.
out loud.
Thank you for watching, getting through this episode and experiencing this with us. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and keep up with us. We'll keep putting out content. We'll put out some new shows as well.
Yep.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.